Am I audible to you all? Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to you all?
My Juice app makes learning easy for my child. Every child needs it.
Am I audible? Please let me know if I'm audible so that I can continue. Optional book list. Okay. Yes, I will suggest anthropology optional book list. I have also suggested in one of my videos. You can just see it in my in the same channel. Okay. Yes. So please let me know if I'm audible so that I can go to the topic today. Yes, audible. Fine. So, good evening, everyone. Today we are going to see one of the most interesting and important topic, especially from we are all brought up from a we are all brought up from a society, family where this particular social institution is given so much importance in our lifetime. Okay, so why do I say that? Why is that? What is that, ma'am? Today we are going to discuss about religion. Okay, so today we will be discussing part of the religion topic. I'll be continuing it in the next class. Fine. So fine. So what we will do is any question related to the topic you can ask me. I mean, general doubts in anthropology, please wait till the class is over. At the end, I will answer all of your question. Okay, like your book list or any other doubt related to anthropology or any doubts, I will answer at the end of the session. But anything related to the topic, what I am discussing, then and there you are very welcome to ask. Fine. Yes. So, so as I told you, religion is most interesting because many of you have religious, belief system, and then many people have are more religious people, and then we are seeing different kind of religions in our day-to-day life, different kind of friends who are belonging to different religions in your day-to-day life. So we will try to understand what is religion playing as a important role as social institutions, what is the religion's role in terms of individual's life, and also in terms of anthropology, why religion is studied extensively, why it is very important. Fine. Good evening to everyone. I'm welcoming you all for UPSC CSE optional channel. So today we are going to discuss about this topic, religion, and this we are going to do with India's largest learning platform. I thank Unacademy for giving me this opportunity. Yes, because we have daily live classes, live test and quizzes, and we can download this app from the Unacademy learning app. And about me, I'm basically an engineer, so you know me already. I have 4 years of teaching experience. I have mentored more than 1,000 students. I'm an anthropology faculty. I have teaching experience in NEET also. So this is my Telegram channel link, guys. So in this Telegram channel, you can join me anytime. We'll be discussing about many classes, many doubts, all these things. And you can go to the Unacademy platform and search for Suba Keerthana. So there you go to this concept called as special classes. Why should I go, ma'am? First and foremost thing is it is free. So I welcome you all. Second is here when I discuss a topic, there I discuss about answer writing, prelims question approach, etc. Do you get it? So I welcome you all to Unacademy platform, especially to my special classes. They're all free. So whenever you can, whenever you have any doubts, you can visit all my classes because all my classes are recorded and free. My previous classes also, if you're new to my classes, you can go and visit my previous classes in the Unacademy platform, and also you can use my code SUBA. SUBA. This is my code. Fine. So we are preparing with 100 plus top educators, and you can see this subscription details. We have two things called as plus and iconic. So what is the difference between plus and iconic? So plus is in class support. Iconic is in class plus out of class support. That is, you have a personal coach, daily answer writing session, and then you have mains test, everything. Good, right? So for both iconic and plus, you can use my code SUBA so that you will get a 10% of offer. Along with that, if you are opting for 6 months and above subscription plans, you have a no cost EMI also. So monthly payment you can pay without the interest, no cost EMI. Okay. Yes, this optional is anthropology optional. Fine. So you have optional subscription also. There also I'm welcoming you to use my code so that you get a 10% of discount. So what is your New Year resolution, guys? So happy New Year once again. It's been the fourth day of this year, but still it's a new year. Happy New Year. So what is your New Year resolution? And for that, how can Unacademy help you? Because you have, new batches which starts on 4th January. Yes, 6 months GS batch course for prelims, and then for 1 year for 2022 prelims, 2023 for 2 years prelims, all these things. And the good thing is you have in all the languages like Tamil, English, in Hindi and bilingual languages. So here you can see you have combos also. You can opt for separate, optional and GS. You also have combo here. So what is that combo here? You have this combos, UPSC CSE GS plus and UPSC CSE optional plus, or you can go for UPSC CSE iconic and optional. Okay, so I welcome you all. Here also you can use my code SUBA Suba. Fine. Okay, so these are the details. So here also use my code, so SUBA, so that you can get a discount of 10%. Fine. So there is going to be a price hike very soon. So don't waste your time thinking about should I spend money or not, because it is going to be useful. You also have EMI for 6 months and above plans. So if you're planning for 2021 prelims, it is better to go for these subscription details. Fine. So this is my special class. It's really good, when we have many people in the class. It's more interactive, it's more interesting, and you can understand many concepts very easily because you have the live chatting there with me. You can ask me doubts, everything. So coming into the concept, religion. So what is religion? What is it? Before going to the class, I want you to answer yourself certain questions, okay, in your mind. What is religion according to you? And then what is the position for religion? Okay, whatever religion you might belong to. So what is the position of religion in your mind, in your life, that you gave? What is the place for religion that you gave in your life? Some might be religious here, some might be a believer, some might be a non-believer. So everything comes under the concept of religion. So let's go into the topic. See, this syllabus is very important. I am telling you, every time when you study the concepts, syllabus is very, very important. So what you're going to study in terms of religion. So generally, it's not like religion. You go and study about this religion, that religion. You're going to understand all the religions. Not needed. What you're going to study in religion? Anthropology approaches to the study of religion. Evolutionary approach, psychological approach, and functional approach. Then we'll discuss monotheism and polytheism. What is sacred and profane concepts? What are myths and rituals? What are the different forms of religion in tribal and peasant societies like animism, animatism, fetishism, naturism, totemism, all these things we'll see. Next is religion, magic and science. What are the difference between religion, magic and science? Many people think that religion and magic are same, and we know very well there are so much conflicts between religion and science. There are people who are ready to accept magic, but people are not ready to accept science. So what is the conflict between religion and science? What is the reason behind it? And then what is the magico-religious functionaries? Who are the magico-religious functionaries? Priest, shaman, medicine man, sorcerer, witch. Who are these people? What are their characteristics? How do they behave? So all these things we'll be discussing in the class. Fine. Today we'll be discussing most important and most interesting concept. We'll go into the class. What is religion? See, before going to this, generally man has very good thinking capacity, and one of the best feature of man is imagination. Fine. So thinking capacity and imagination, these two combined together created many questions in the minds of people. Questions like what is birth, what is death, what will happen after death, or how is this earth created, how are human beings created, what is life, so what makes a human being alive? If a human being is dead, what is that particular thing which is deciding whether a human being is alive or dead, or any animal which is alive or dead? Or what happens in the darkness? Is there any power, good or bad power? So there are so many questions in our mind which is left unanswered, right? Science is trying to prove, but still there are so many questions which are unanswered, or the answers are not satisfiable. Okay, we do have answers, we do have proofs, but still the answers are not satisfied. It is not giving a satisfaction to our mind. So there we need a entity, there we need a social institution called as religion, which gives us a feeling of satisfaction, which gives us a feeling that we are not alone, which gives us a feeling that someone is there to take care of us, and which is giving a feeling that there is something more powerful which created us, which is protecting us, and which can even destroy us. Okay, so this is what is religion. So now this is what you all have it in the mind. I know it. So we'll go into the concept. Man, the social animal, is also a religious and spiritual being. What is this religious and spiritual being? See this. There is a biblical saying that man cannot live by bread alone. Is food enough? Is dress enough? Is shelter enough? When these three things are satisfied, he goes to other concepts which is questioned by his mind, and he goes in search of this spiritual feeling, where he needs something called as religion. Okay, we won't get satisfied, we won't get satisfied with the bread, we won't get satisfied with the food, all these things. So religion is one of the earliest and deepest of the human being nature, because it is universal. Most of the societies have religion. You cannot say that the society has no religion. No, there is no concept that the society has no religion at all. Permanent and pervasive and perennial interest. Perennial interest is like every day of year. Perennial river, what does that mean? Always. Okay, perennial river is the water flows always throughout the year. So universal, permanent, pervasive and perennial interest of man religion is. Man does not just have biological or economical and social needs, but also religious needs. Biological needs, marriage, economical organization, we have social needs, family, kinship, everything you have. But still, why do you need a religion? Because of those questions, spiritual questions. He has a religious quest which make him to become restless even beyond the satisfaction of basic physical needs. That is why the man have created religion. Religion has not created man. Obviously, man has created religion. according to the geographical location, according to the culture he belonged to, according to the food he consumes, the religion is having a different forms, right? We'll see all those things. What are the forms of religion? Why that kind of religion people follow, everything. So definitions, different definitions are there, as I told you already. Whenever you are writing it in the examination, whenever you are writing it in the class, whenever you are writing it in the paper, mains test paper, make sure that you have one proper definition for all the concepts. So in that way, what are the definitions of religion? Ogburn is saying that religion is an attitude towards superhuman powers. So what is attitude? Attitude is of three types. So in ethics class, as we discussed, positive attitude, negative attitude, and neutral. Positive attitude is you believe in a good manner, that is you worship. Negative attitude, you fear or you hate. Neutral, you don't care. You don't care, like atheist. So your religion is, this is like profane concept, profane, sacred, all these things. So what happens is that religion is an attitude towards superhuman powers. So powers which we consider are beyond human beings are superhuman powers. Even nature is a superhuman power. Can human control nature? No. Yes? Fine. So am I audible to everyone? Once again, I would like to check. Okay. So what does Emily Durkheim say? In his book, The Elementary Form of Religious Life. So the book is called as The Elementary Forms of Religious Life. He is defining religion as a unified system of, very important, very, very, very important. Religion is a unified system of beliefs and practices relative to sacred things, that is to say, things apart and forbidden. Okay, so what he is saying is religion is a unified system of beliefs and practices relative to sacred things, that is to say, things set apart and forbidden. So what are the practices related to sacred and profane is called as religion. That is the definition of Emily Durkheim. Okay, fine. So am I audible, guys? Please let me know if I'm audible. Okay, fine. So although religion is common aspect of all human societies, the form of religion, beliefs and belief different across society vary from time and space. So what are those? We'll see. Very, very important concept. Characteristics of a religion. So what do you call as a characteristics of religion? First is it is a common aspect of all society. That is why I call it as universal. Yes, so it's present in all societies, that is universal. Expression of what the members of society are, how the members of society are, is called as religion. Considered sacred, believe in supernatural beings and powers. It provides explanation for life and to cope up with problem of life such as death or evil. See, what happens is, I'll give you an example. So there is a society. So that society is performing polygamy. So because of polygamy, they are having some sexually transmitted diseases. Okay. So this society performing polygamy, that is getting sexually transmitted diseases, is science. This is when you perform the scientific approach, you test their blood and find out STD they have. So what happens is many are dead. Let's keep this. Now what is happening is, before the science is even there, or the society is not knowing about science, what is happening is the society is performing polygamy. So now there is a thing called as religion in between. Why religion comes here? Society is performing polygamy, that's fine. But there are so many deaths, the people don't know why. So why there are so many deaths? Now religion comes into play. There is a question they are thinking in religion, and religion or someone in the religion is saying that don't perform polygamy, go to monogamy. That is, marry only one person in life. So when they are performing monogamy, the deaths are decreasing. Fine. So what happened now? The religion has given them the answer. So what happens? In the name of religion, people start performing monogamy. You also have it in terms of Hinduism. Ramayana talks about monogamy. Right? There are so many things like that. And if you take, there is a tribe who is in a mountain, hilly region. So there, rain and thunder is very common. These people did not understand what is rain and thunder. So first step was they feared that rain and thunder. The second step was they started worshipping it. So what happened? The rain and thunder became God. Do you understand? So you have certain questions in life. You don't know what to do with those questions. So to cope up with those problems like death, birth, all these concepts, you are creating something called as, in your imagination, you're creating something called as some entity called as God or religion or power. The term God is even not present in many religions. Do you understand? I'm talking about the basic religion, simple religion. They don't have the term God, but they use different terminologies like power or something else. It depends upon all these religions. Fine. So this provides moral code for life. See, as I told you, polygamy, monogamy, or we also have heard about more stories like not to tell lies. Instead of saying that, if you're telling lies, you will face consequences. Instead, the children are taught that if you are speaking lies, then God will punish you. Or the concept of hell. So what will happen? So now if you are committing some crimes, you will go to hell in future. So these kind of things are giving moral code for life. What are the important codes you should follow in life? All these things are provided by religion. That is true or not is a different concept. So in anthropology, we are not going to analyze if religion is true or not. We are not going to analyze if God is present or not. Nobody will ask you in anthropology if God is present or not. That is not what we want in anthropology. What we want in anthropology, why religion is important in man's life, in human beings' life. Why religion is, what is the role of religion in human beings' life? So what is the role of religion in terms of development of culture, society, all these concepts you are going to check. So you have to give more and more examples. So when you're writing about providing moral code for write about this hell concept. Heaven hell concept is very, very important. This heaven and hell concept is only, giving a moral code for life and creating the fear in the minds of people. Even though you became an adult in future, from your childhood, you're becoming an adult in future. The ones you learned in your childhood is that even if you are not believing in heaven hell concept, but based on that heaven and hell concept, the moral which has been incorporated in your mind stays. That is what is the use of religion. Okay. So except the children of atheists, most of the children are brought up by saying biblical stories, or Hinduism, any Christianity, any religion is having their own sacred stories to tell children. to bring them up life in life with moral code of conduct. So basic components of religion. Now I told you what are all the characteristics of religion. What are the basic components of religion? For all the religion, if you see, first foremost thing is belief in supernatural forces. God itself is a supernatural force. Okay, God, goddesses, like to stop and prevent doing sinful activities. That is, first of all, we believe in supernatural forces. Man's adjustment with supernatural forces, like these superstitious beliefs. So what we do is, we are not adjusting the supernatural forces, we are adjusting ourselves according to our belief system in supernatural forces. Like the black cat considered as, black cat considered as inauspicious, bad omen. And then when a cat crosses, when you're going to do something, going to do some work, when a cat crosses, you believe that, there is something bad that is going to happen. Actually, the belief system of cat crossing was when an army is marching, to warfare. When a cat crosses, it means that cats, where do cats stay? Home cats. All these house cats stay where people are living, which means only there they can find their food, stray cats. So, when a cat is crossing, the army will understand that there is people living there, there are people living, okay, there is some settlement over there. So when we are going, we might kill that settlement, so they will change their way. Do you understand? So that is what is about this cat crossing, all these concepts. There are so many belief systems, we are adjusting according to the supernatural forces. Evening time don't do these things, morning time, early morning don't do this. This month, there is a belief system in southern part of India. So usually in the month of December, what they'll do is, usually in the month of December, they do not perform some functions. Functions and festivals won't be there. Functions and festivals won't be there in December. Why? They are saying that there is a month, so in that month we should not conduct functions and festivals. It will be inauspicious. They'll say that. But what is the real reason? So if you are seeing the monsoon pattern, December month is winter, right? So usually what happens is that in terms of agriculture, people should wait till January for harvest. January is harvest. Fine. So what does that mean? If January is harvest, December is the last month before harvest. So during December, what happens is that, most of the women would have kept their jewelry as pledge. It's not believing any other powers except human religion. See, Dasara is, of course, that is what I'm talking about. Except human beings, whatever power you believe in, that is a part of religion. Okay? See, I'm continuing this. So, women have kept their jewelry in pledge because they have to give salary for workers. Number one. Number two, most of their rice are spent. No storage. Why? Because no storage. Why? Because in January it is going to be a harvest. So the storage has been over till December. They have used. They have rice, but very few rice. But for festivals, what will happen? For festivals and functions, you need to give feast. For feast, obviously we won't have food. Third, women rice, all these things. And third is that even in festivals we won't conduct because in temples they cannot offer prasad. Okay, So only few food will be there that will be available as a daily prasad in temples generally, but for festivals it is not possible. So that is the reason generally in December it is considered to be inauspicious. See, when someone is talking about all these things, see, I don't have jewelry. See, if there is a marriage, you need to wear your jewelries. There is no jewelry at home. How can you conduct a marriage? How can you give your daughter dowry? Or how can you get bride price? Do you understand? So all these concepts are there. So this is a reason that in December usually it is not, usually people do not conduct functions, people do not conduct festivals, all these concepts. But if we explain all these things, people won't listen. But instead, if you say it is inauspicious, people will definitely decide, people will definitely understand. So man is adjusting to the supernatural powers. Do you understand? Yes. Next, acts defined as right and sinful or sacred and profane, like black magic, white magic. Black magic, generally if you see, black magic is performed using hair, blood, bone, all these things. White magic, we use flowers, sweets, coconut, all these concepts, right? Yes. Some methods of salvation. Every religion will have this. We used to study this Buddhism, Jainism, right? So in terms of history, we study Buddhism and Jainism. All religion in terms of Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Buddhism, Jainism, or any kind of religion, tribal religion, simple religion, you have this how to attain moksha or mukti. Okay, how to attain salvation. Yoga marga, jnana marga, karma marga. There are so many different methods. But ultimately in religion, ultimately through religion, man wants to attain salvation. Fine. So first, what are the basic components of religion? First and foremost thing is you should believe in supernatural force. Second is according to that supernatural force, we will start changing our life. Third is there are certain rules and regulations. What are those rules and regulations? What is right and what is wrong? Or sacred and profane, black magic, white magic kind of concept. And finally, how to attain salvation. Okay, so either through black magic or white magic, finally everybody wants to attain salvation, the final complete power, right? Yes. So what is the basically religion is divided into two types: monotheism, polytheism. So what is monotheism? Mono, okay, theist means, theism is belief. Mono is belief in one god. Polytheism is belief in many god. Now, do you get any examples in your mind? Monotheism, there are many examples, Judaism, Christianity, Islamism, mostly all modern religion and animatism, you have monotheism. Polytheism is the best example is Hinduism. The first and foremost three gods. The gods are ranked. Okay, first and foremost thing is there are many gods. So gods are ranked. How? You have this the most powerful three gods: Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. So Brahma the creator, Vishnu the protector, Shiva the destroyer. Right? After this, the Shiva is having family. There you have, Parvati Devi, the goddesses, you have their wives, respective wives, and who are given their powers. Lord Vishnu Lakshmi, who is the god of wealth. Brahma is having the wife Saraswati, who is the goddess of, education and talents, arts, everything. Shiva's wife Parvati Devi, she is also a kind of protector and who is said to be the mother of all living beings, all these concepts. And then you have lesser gods, like every street you will have a god, like Lord Hanuman is the deity who is like a disciple of Lord Rama. So Lord Rama is powerful, and one god which is worshipping another god, you have that. Or in some places you have, the street end will have one god, you know, a small lingam or a small stone, or protector for that particular village, or protector of that particular river, river goddesses, nature goddesses, and you have vahans, vehicles. So there are so many rankings. You can see this, several holy places, holy streets, Ganga in Hinduism, holy symbols are there, swastika symbol, Om symbol. So all these things are there. So that is what is polytheism. So monotheism is believe in single God. So all modern religion, and see here, Ek Mahan, holy person or spirit, single person. Ek Stan, holy place. Ek Nisan, holy symbol. Jesus, Jerusalem, Holy Cross, Christianity, for Christianity. Prophet, Makkah, Crescent, Islam. So this is a religion. What is this? Ek Mahan, that single person, Jesus or Prophet. Ek Stan, that single place, holy place, Jerusalem, Mecca. And then Ek Nisan, holy cross and crescent. In Hinduism, if you see, do you have Ek Mahan? You know, we have many number of Mahans. If you talk about Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva is having a certain symbol, the three three lines on the forehead, and you have different places like Kashi or Kailash, Mount Kailash. You have so many things are there in terms of polytheism. So these are the day-to-day religion you are seeing in your life. You are indulging yourself inside that particular religion in your day-to-day life, but still you have not analyzed analyzed from the point of view, or you have never stood outside that religion and analyzed all these things. Yes, you were a part of religion, you were a part of all these belief system, and you believed all these concepts till today. Fine, but these things are giving you the important understanding of religion, because you are now standing outside that religion, outside the human mindset, and you are trying to understand all these concepts. Okay. Now, very interesting, because from now, today we will be finishing with this forms of religion, because we have, animism, animatism, fetishism, naturism, totemism, 5 concepts. These 5 concepts are very important, because first of all, what you should know about these 5 concepts, I will tell you. First, you should know the name. What is the form? Definition. And explain it with one proper example. Very important. These 3 points are very, very important when you're talking about different forms of religion. First is animism. So animism, usually we see in our day-to-day life, it is a belief in anthropomorphic supernatural beings. What is anthropomorphic? Morpho is shape, anthro is human. So we believe in supernatural beings which is having human form. We believe in Lord Shiva, Jesus, whatever gods which are having human forms, they come under animism. Do you understand? So a supernatural being which is anthropomorphic, that is, which is having a human form. It is right you write as human form, but it is best when you write as on anthropomorphic supernatural being. This is the key word. See, in UPSC, keywords are very, very, very important. Fine. So what happened? We also believe that natural objects are animated by spirits. Ganga, river Ganga. River Ganga, we believe that she is a goddess. Yes or no? Yes. So what is it Taylor's definition for animism? So in his book Primitive Culture, he believed that animation is a animation is a minimalistic form of religion, and all society from simple to complex believe the truth that our soul is the cause of life in human beings. Soul concept is here, and most importantly, ancestor worship. We believe in ancestors. Whose ancestors? Our past generations, our grandfather, everyone. We believe in ancestor belief. So Taylor believed that one of the reasons for the origin of animism is not animation. Animism is in the experience of shadow, dream, life, death. These four are very, very important. So now we know what is shadow. So what is shadow? So when an opaque object is standing in the path of light, what happens? It obstructs the light. So what happens is that the obstruction of light creates a shadow. But in the early stages, when we don't know the science, what happened? People started questioning what is shadow. Even some believed that shadow is a negative form of energy. Okay, some believe that shadow is a protection. So it depends upon that particular society. And then dream. What is dream? Even till today, we know that what is dream is that, your mind memory is there. It is like recalling your memory. There is a beautiful movie also, Inside Out. So in that Inside Out, you could have seen that memories are played again. It's a form of, it is a part of something, right? So you have shadow, dream, life, and death. So these are the questions which were created in the human being's mind, and that was answered by human being himself with these concept that there is some power which is having an which is an anthropomorphic supernatural being, all these concepts. So this evolved into the concept of external soul. External soul is shadow and echo, and internal soul is because of the dreams. Okay, next. Dreams are hallucination and illusionary experiences to primitive and many civilized human beings. They believe that dream experiences are real. Okay, what happens in dream is that, see, dream is beyond our reality. So in dream, what happened? You will feel like flying. Okay, sometimes you feel like fighting a power, or you feel like meeting God. So what happens in dream is, dream in terms of dream, you don't have your physical limitations. What is this physical limitations? In general, in real life, can you fly? No, but in dream you can fly. So it looks like a, fantasy. Dream is nothing but a fantasy. So what happens? It is transcending the reality. Thus time and space and other limitations do not hinder us. So what happened? We are more interested in dreams, and we start believing that it is because of some supernatural power. The dream is trying to tell us something. These kind of concepts arise in terms of dreams. Generally, spirits are thought to be having identifiable personalities and other characters such as gender. Okay, we give beautiful thing is that when when we watch movies, usually the spirits, where, I don't know why, mostly the spirits chosen are women. Mostly the spirits chosen are women. They wear white sari. I'm talking about Indian movies. I'm not talking about other non-Indian movies. White sari, free hair, maybe no stylist, I guess. Okay, so maybe no stylist for the ghost in the Indian movies, I guess. Women with white sari, free hair, definitely she'll be wearing an anklet which gives that, sound, that jal jal sound. Okay, so these are the belief system. Has anyone seen a ghost like that? No, but we have created that, we have given gender, we have created those personalities to that particular spirit. Not just ghost, not just soul, other things. We talk about mother nature. Why not father nature? Why we say mother nature is, nature has the ability to produce things. In human beings, it is considered that, female has the ability to produce because she can give birth. So she is compared with mother, she is compared with nature. That's why we call it as mother nature, not father nature. Do you understand? Nature produces many things. The land is considered like a womb of human beings, who's like giving birth to human beings. The land is giving birth to many organisms, many plants. It can give birth to a seed, as a plant, all these things. So we are comparing nature with women. Okay. The spirits can be benevolent, good, bad, malevolent is bad, and neutral. Obviously, benevolent are some protective powers. and we have ghost concept. Neutral, okay, they exist. Soul concept. See, protective powers, ghost concept, soul concept. Soul is like there is some soul roaming around, but it won't interact with us, or it won't talk to us, or it won't create harm, or it won't do any good. Benevolent is protective, like our protective gods, and then we talk about spirits which try to help us. All these things. Ghost is spirits which are trying to attack us, like night time you should not go here and there. There are so many belief systems. This color dress you should not wear at this time. All these things. They can be lovable, terrifying, or even mysterious. They can interact with human and can be pleased or displeased by human actions. So that's why we conduct pujas and we offer, offerings. Usually what happens in ancestral worship, for example, when someone is, passing away in the family, so every society has their own ritual, like 30th day or 16th day. It depends upon every society. So what they do, they pray to that particular person, offering that person's favorite food, dress, all these things. So why we are doing this? Because we believe that that personality's soul is still there with us, and it is seeing all these things, and it requests us all these things. That belief system is still there. Okay, soul concept. So in animism, it is believed that body and soul can move freely and can do things which humans can't do. We also believe in this positive concept. So what happens is, when you keep on thinking about something, it is believed that your soul will go and make things ready for you, so that it will definitely occur to you. Okay, this kind of belief systems are there. See, whatever I am telling you in the class is not my opinion. These are all anthropology. These are all the belief systems of people. This varies with animatism, this varies with totemism. Is all true? Is all scientifically proven? No. You understand? This is all belief system. You have to write it like that only. Okay, the soul. And don't bring in your belief system in this. You might have any belief system. It is your personal concept. You cannot judge. Don't be ethnocentric in nature when you are writing the answers. Do you understand? Yes. And we believe that soul is the vital source that makes the human being alive. Soul which is immortal. We also believe that, afterlife concept. So what is this afterlife concept? After a person is dead, the soul departs from the body and goes to hell or heaven. Sometimes it is said to be roaming around in the earth itself, and it is among the among the people of the family. That is also a belief system. Okay, see this. Becomes free spirit and either wanders in the same human world or live within their community as a special realm. Okay, thus they can interact whenever they want. This Ojo board, all these concept, what is it, mediums. We call them as mediums. We have certain people, who perform certain rituals, so that we call them and ask. This is a very good business. So what they do is, there are certain people who say that they can speak with, they are mediums and they can speak with these spirits. So what happens is that there will be this property issue, like that person might not have properly mentioned in the will. So they'll go to that person and ask, where is this particular property, or whom are you giving this particular property, kind of concept. Sometimes some people go and even ask, why are you dead, what happened to you. Some people, when they commit suicide, people go and ask, why did you commit suicide, kind of questions. And they believe that this person is a real medium and who can check and answer. Okay, yes. Ancestral spirits. See, when it comes to ancestral spirits are seen in different, different attitudes. Okay, it is treated different in various cultures, because in some cultures, ancestral spirits are holy. In some cultures, ancestral spirits are dangerous. How? Let's see. So in China, ancestral spirits are worshipped. They are very much given respect. In some culture, you know what happens? They eat part of dead body or mix their cremated ashes in water and drink. It is called as mortuary cannibalism. What is mortuary cannibalism? Very, very important. What they do is they either eat the part of the dead body or they mix the cremated ashes with the water and drink. It is true because the Yanomamo people follow this mortuary cannibalism. Why do they do it? Because they believe that the ancestral spirit is going to become their part of their body. Okay, it is living inside them and it will protect them. It is their belief system. Okay, but in European societies, ancestors are considered evil and dangerous. See, most of your movies, Hollywood movies, many ancestral spirits are shown as negative energy. Okay, they don't generally do this rituals or something that will call the ancestral spirit. But in many religion, every year they do certain puja, so that they think that ancestral spirit exists, and we have to offer them certain things so that they'll be happy, they'll protect us, and they'll give us prosperity. In European societies, the ancestors are considered as evil and dangerous. Okay? Yes. Next is animatism. So, animism, did you understand that animism is belief in supernatural powers, especially anthropomorphic supernatural power, that is human form. That supernatural power has human form is called as animism. What is animatism? In animatism also, we believe in supernatural power. But what is the difference between animism and animatism, ma'am? In animism, you believe in an anthropomorphic supernatural power. But in animatism, you believe in a supernatural power which is not having any form. It is existing everywhere. That is what is animatism. See, a belief in supernatural power as a part of supernatural being is known as animatism. It is usually single, impersonal. It does not have any personality. It is unseen, potentially everywhere. That is universal, omnipresent, transferable. Transferable is from one person to another person or from one generation to other generation. It is a supernatural power. So when animism, you have anthropomorphic, but in animatism, you have a supernatural power which is omnipresent and has no form. Very important, this you should definitely understand, because sometime there might be a question difference between animism and animatism. You should know to answer this. Fine. Okay, ma'am, all these concepts are fine. Now give me example. What example I'll give you? See here, it is neither good or evil, but is powerful and dangerous if misused. There is a very good example. In Polynesian societies of South Pacific, they have a concept called as mana. What is this mana? Mana is like a power that every human being has. Not just human beings, everybody have something called as mana. We call it as soul in animism. Here it is called as mana. So this mana is something, some potential in everything. It can be human beings, objects, plants, stones, everything. They believe that the plant is growing because of mana. A person is studying well because of mana. If everybody is having mana, why one person is studying very well, one person is not studying that much? It is considered that a person who is studying very well is having more mana, and a person who is not studying that much is having very less mana. Do you understand the concept of mana here? This is what is animatism. Different degrees, different quantity of mana is considered. See this. The performance of being dependent on the amount of mana. See, a Pandit excellence in knowledge is because of his mana. A warrior is very powerful because of mana. See, in Hinduism, river Ganges is considered holy and Tulasi is believed to have powers. So, the Tulasi powers is nothing but this mana. Okay, the power is called, we call it as mana. Mana is universal and transferable. This is Morat in the book of In the Field Among Melanesians. So Morat has mentioned that mana is universal and transferable. See, this Polynesian society, without this name of Polynesian Society of South Pacific, if you are talking about the concept of mana, it is not useful. The term is very important. The examples I give are very, very, very important. Keep it in mind. Okay. Next. Now do you understand what is animatism? So animatism means there is some power which is present everywhere in everything, and that power is responsible for all the all the concepts. So one best example is, in Polynesian society they call a concept called as mana. So the performance of everything, okay, it can be a human being, it can be an animal, it can be a plant, it can be a stone, or anything is having that quality called as mana, and the efficiency of that particular thing is based on the amount of mana, the degree of mana. So a person is becoming pandit because he is having higher mana. A person is becoming a warrior because he is having higher mana. A plant is growing very well because it has mana. Fine? Yes. Fetishism. In fetishism, what is the important keyword? A man-made object. So, in fetishism, a man-made object which is considered to have a power by a group of people, not by a single individual, is called as fetishism. See, I believe that this pen is having power. That is not fetishism. There is a society who is considering that this pen is having power is called as fetishism, and that must be a man-made object. Keep that in mind. Generally, till now, what we saw anthropomorphic, generally power which is unseen, which we cannot see, all these things. But in fetishism, we believe that a man-made object is having some power. It's called as fetishism. See, in Occidental African natives, the Occidental African natives, this is, it is practiced. It is practiced in Occidental African natives. Auguste Comte, very important. Auguste Comte used the concept to apply an evolutionary theory of religion to this fetishism. What is this? He proposed that fetishism is the earliest form of, we will see about different anthropological approaches to religion. There I will repeat this again. Auguste Comte believed that fetishism is the first form of religion. He says that first fetishism came and it developed into polytheism, and later from polytheism came monotheism. It is his theory, evolutionary theory of religion. Okay. He proposed fetishism as the earliest and most primitive stage, followed by polytheism and monotheism. So what are the examples? Blood, bone, sacred water. Generally you would have watched in movies, these exorcists, what they do, they have this cross in hand, or depends upon the religion, and they have this holy water. In Hinduism, Ganges water, or in Christianity, they have this holy water which is present from the church, all these things. Or it is blood, bone. Blood and bone are considered in black magic. Blood and bone are considered to have some power. So this is called as fetishism. So an object, non-living object, man-made object is considered to have power by a group of people is called as fetishism. Okay. So Taylor and McLennan held that fetishism allowed historians of religions to shift attention from relationship or of people to God to relationship between the people and material. So generally in religion we speak about relationship between God and humans. But in fetishism, this is general religion. In fetishism, it is the relationship between God, man and material. Okay, so we believe in cross, and then the powder or the rope in terms of Islamism. Certain ropes are considered to be powerful in Islamism, and in many different tribal societies, they have that particular thing. Even you would have watched this movie called as Avatar. In Avatar movie, what happened? they believe in this, they'll be having this mask, the skull of one dragon. Okay, they pray that as a god. Okay, so that is what is called as fetishism. Next is naturalism. Naturalism is very, very important because I consider naturalism as the base of Hinduism. Why? See this, in naturalism, they worship the nature, hills, river, sun, moon, rain, thunderstorms, etc. So this is not just Hinduism. Almost in many religions, they believe in all these powers. Okay, especially tribal and peasant societies. Tribal and peasant societies, they believe in hills. If it is a farming community, whom will they pray? The farming community will pray sun, rain, earth, that is land. Yes or no? It's a pastoral community. They pray hill, and then they pray the animals, cow. And then what they do? They pray nature or earth. Yes or no? Their festivals are also based on that, right? Harvest festivals. Why do we have harvest festivals? What do they pray in harvest festivals? They pray sun, they thank rain, they thank earth. Yes, yes. This does not include plants and animals as they are under totemism. So nature is animated throughout, it is personified. See, plants and animals is different. Sun, rain, earth. Okay, so all these things they are praying. Even cow you can eliminate. Okay, hill, earth, pastoral community, they pray all these concepts. Nature is animated through it, through its personification of nature. In naturalism, simply we personify nature. We consider nature as a person, like praying Ganges. Or, see this, very important example, Dongriya Gons, Nyayamgiri Hills. Why they pray Nyayamgiri Hills? Because it is the source of water and food to them. So they pray a natural form, Nyayamgiri Hills. They pray it as a god. They give a personification. They think that as a person, as a god, and they pray them. Okay. To primitive man, where nature provided both challenges and opportunities. So challenges like natural disasters, storm, flood, drought. Opportunities like rains, season, harvest, all these things. It was beyond his control and comprehension. So first we did not know. Now we know about season, geography, we know about all the concepts, agriculture, all these things. But initially we did not know when it will rain. We did not know when there will be a flood. But we also got food from nature. So man was confused. Are you a good thing or a bad thing? He wanted answer. So he started worshipping it. He believed that instead of fighting that power, you should, go and request it to help him. Okay, so that is what is called as this naturalism. Okay, so instead of fighting or questioning, he started to worship the nature, provide him more opportunities and less challenges. Okay, so worship nature for more opportunities and less challenge. That is called as naturalism. Now you can tell me, ma'am, next is totemism. So here also you are going to pray something from nature, but it is usually animal or plant. See, a belief system in human which is said to have kinship or mystical relationship with a spirit, such as an animal or plant. See, if you are praying animal or plant, it will become totemism. If you are praying general nature, it is naturalism. So what is totemism? I'll tell you. Okay. So in totemism, what will happen? So there will be a group. They will choose either an animal or plant. Okay. So this is considered to be sacred. It is like a symbol. Okay, it is like a symbol to them. So it is considered to be sacred. So they won't hunt this animal or they won't, cut this plant. That is what will happen. See, totem comes from the language of Ojibwa tribe of North American Indians, meaning brother, sister, kin. Like the totem is considered to be a brother or sister, it has to be protected or something. Okay, it is most often found among population whose traditional economy rely on hunting and gathering, mixed farming, and hunting and gathering emphasize the raising of cattle. Usually hunting and gathering, mixed farming, or cattle rearing. So hunting and gathering means they have a totem which they do not hunt. Mixed farming means they have a totem which they plant and worship, and they do not cultivate or cut it. Cattle, cow, it can be cow, sheep, it depends upon what kind of cattle they rear. Horse, it can depend on what cattle they have. Okay, so Burkim, okay, Burkim studied Australian natives. He found the society was divided into clans, and each clan, so there is a group, that group is having different clans, and that clan have a different totem. So that totem is the flag of the clan, symbol of that clan and symbol of sacredness. So what happened is that they don't kill their own totem and eat it because it is considered as sacred. But in a rare occasion, in a special occasion, they give that totem as an offering to God, not for themselves. See this. In Australian natives, there are two totems, crow and sparrow. So crow totem people will have crow as sacred and sparrow as profane. Profane means something bad. Sacred is something you should protect, profane is something bad. Okay, they kill cats and sparrows and not crow. So in sparrow totem, sparrow is sacred and crow is profane, so they kill and eat crows and not sparrows. Do you understand? For this, see, in naturism, non-living is not worship. That's what I'm saying. In naturism, some natural, natural resources is worshipped. Plant, not plant, hill, river, land, sun, earth, and then different planets, rain, thunderstorm, all these things. This you cannot bring it in the concept of living, non-living. Everything from nature is, worshipped in naturism. Okay? Yes. It's Durkheim, it's not Burkim, it's Durkheim. Okay? Emily Durkheim. Yes. Durkheim argued that religious sentiments are born out of group life. Thus, totemism among Australian natives is said to believe that it is also a system of social classification. So, totemism is also a form of social classification, and their totem is based on their level. What is their social status? Okay, based on the study that came proposed this theory of evolution of religion, what according to Emily Durkheim, totemism then evolved into polytheism. So Auguste Comte told that you had fetishism, then had polytheism and monotheism. But according to Durkheim, totemism, polytheism, monotheism. Okay, yes. So this is what I was about to discuss. I'm like repeating whatever we saw today. And one of the most important concepts this I have to discuss. What is the function of religion? Multifunctional packages. We'll see in other forms also. See, you have morality signal. What is right or wrong? Value system. Okay. Behavior control. Identity support. So what is the identity? There is someone who's not having any other identity. What is the identity he will have? He will take religion as the identity. I belong to this religion. I pray this God. All these things. And entertainment, stories, songs, art and literature, all these things. Family and tribal bonding. Okay, family values, tribal bonding. Magical hope like healing, money, safety. You pray God for money, you pray God for healing. Fear elevator. You are fearing darkness. Okay, so it is night time. You fear darkness. You don't know how to go into darkness. You believe that there is a supernatural power. and it will protect you, and you are walking in the darkness. So fear elevator, it will remove your fear. The religion will remove fear, happiness, peace, comfort, all these things. Fine. So today what did we see? We spoke about the syllabus, and then we discussed what is religion, and I gave you different definitions of religion, and I gave you the characteristics of religion, and I gave you the basic components. First and foremost thing, you will believe in supernatural power. Then you will adjust your life according to supernatural power. You are not adjusting the supernatural power for your life. You are adjusting your life according to the supernatural power. Then you have rules and regulations like sacred, profane, and then righteous and sinful concept, and then you also have methods of salvation. These are the four important components of religion. And then we spoke about monotheism, polytheism, and different forms of religion. This different forms of religion is especially in terms of tribal and peasant simple societies. Okay. See, for those, you can just go and um, see, you can prepare. See, I'm telling you that is what is the thing. Coaching itself is a different concept. Okay. It depends upon people. uh, because optional is more than just understanding. Optional is about answer writing, and then optional is about bringing in more concept, understanding more concept. So I don't know if it is possible without coaching. Okay, I can't give you promise, I can't give you an answer in black and white saying that you can study without coaching, you cannot study without coaching. No. The thing, if you are studying without coaching, is you will take more time, more and more time. You will not know what is a mistake you are doing. It is a major problem when it comes to this studying optional without coaching. Okay, so I can suggest you books. There are so much materials available. Okay, I also have given list of books. If you are going to this optional channel, I started with two videos where I spoke about understanding the anthropology concepts. So there I gave you list of books. Okay, there is a good list of books which you can use for preparation. But I don't know if you can understand these concepts without the coaching. I'm not sure. I cannot promise you. Definitely, I cannot promise you. I cannot give a word on you that. Okay. Yes. Next. Any other questions? I have list given already. Please go and watch those videos. I have properly given you the list. You can note down all those lists. Okay. Yes. Anything else, guys? Any other doubts in today's class? It is Emily Durkheim, not Burkheim. It's D. Okay. Yes. Next. Any other doubts today in today's class? You can ask me. See, don't confuse your belief system with whatever we are studying. Whatever religion you belong to, that is not the only religion. Everybody have their own belief system. And first and foremost thing in anthropology is you should respect everybody's belief system. Fine, unless and until it is harmful. Unless and until it is very harmful to that particular person, you cannot comment on it. Okay. Yes. So if you are atheist or if you are theist, respect each other's belief system. Don't involve in argument, don't involve in hurting each other's feelings, all these concepts. And don't try to force your belief system on others. That is the first and foremost thing that you should understand. You have your belief system, and that belief system is your own. You should not force it on others. Since you are belonging to one religion, it doesn't mean that is the only religion that exists. It doesn't mean we don't even know if that God exists. We don't even know if God exists, first of all. There is no proof. Okay? So in that concept, I respect every religion. I respect everyone. The best thing is you respect your own religion the same way you should respect other religion. It is not needed that you should believe others, but respect others. It is more and more important. Because in our country, especially now, that has become a very important problem. Because the clash of belief systems. Whose belief system is the best? There is no answer for that question at all. Okay, every belief system is having a reason for that particular development. So you cannot go and question that unless it is harmful to the society, unless it is harmful to health, or unless it is harmful to particular species, nature, or it should be negative to question. Unless and until it is disturbing others, don't go and enter yourself inside their belief system and disturb them. Okay, so this is request from my side. Thank you for those. Thank you so much. Is there non-religion? See, you cannot say non-religion. uh, Non-believers can be something, right? You cannot call it as non-religion. Religion means there is a belief in supernatural power. If you are not believing in supernatural power, you are called as atheist. Like polytheism, monotheism, atheism, theism. That is the two concepts. Atheism are people who don't believe in God. Theists are people who believe in God. You can't call it a non-religion. Okay? Yes. There are very different types of religion. Scientology is a type of religion. You all know Tom Cruise, right? You all know Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible movie. Just go and search it in Google. What is the religion of Tom Cruise? It's Scientology. Okay? There are so many types of religion, so many types of belief system in this world, and you can't question others unless and until it is disturbing you, or it is disturbing people around you, or it is very harmful to people or society or nature. Fine. So respect and live and let live. Same way, respect others, like how you respect your belief system. Okay. So thank you so much. If there is any other doubt, I'm waiting, guys. I can help you with doubts. Yes. Is science considered a religion? No, science is not a religion. We will, in next class, I will discuss the difference between science and religion. Scientology is different. Scientology is a different religion. It is not based on science. Okay? Yes. See, Scientology is a religion. I'll explain you properly what is Scientology. See, Scientology is a set of beliefs and practices invented by a person called as Ron Hubbard. So it is defined as a cult, a business, as a new religious movement. Okay, it is like a form of therapy. They believe that it's a form of therapy or something like that. Okay, it is a set of belief system. Again, it is a set of belief system. They believe that something cures them, something give heals them, like that. Okay. Yes. Next, any other doubts related to religion you think you have? Just go and search Tom Cruise religion, you will come to know. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Okay, fine, guys. Thank you so much. Today was a very good session. And use my code SUBA Suba so that you get a 10 percentage discount. Okay. Ethnocentric approach in cultural relativism. Don't be ethnocentric in terms of religion. Be culturally relative. Okay. Ethnocentric is you believe that religion is the best and other religions should not exist. That is ethnocentrism. Most of this terrorist organism, and they say this, religion based war, all these things come under the concept of ethnocentrism. Okay, no religion speaks about, religion says that spreading is important. That doesn't mean spreading using violence or spreading by, hurting other people's belief system. There is no religion. The core of every religion is survival, love, affection, helping each other, questions, answer for certain questions which you cannot find out. That is what every religion speaks about. No religion speaks about violence. Fine? Yes. So even totemism, why do we have totemism? Is conservation. See here. So what happens in totemism? So I am belonging to a community where I am doing cattle rearing. I have cows. Okay, so I have cow. The other clan is there who is having buffaloes. Okay, so my totem will be cow, their totem will be buffalo. Why? So that I will not kill cow. So if I don't kill cow only, I can rear it, I can milk it, I can sell it, I can live for my life. If I start killing my cow, what will happen? It won't work out. So they, instead of explaining all these concepts, they are saying that if you are killing cow, your family will get destroyed. Will you keep quiet or not? Obviously, we'll keep quiet. Yes, that is how this kind of concept, totemism, different religions, came out because of that only. Okay, yes. So thank you so much. Today was a very beautiful session. We will continue in the next class. We have more things to discuss about religion, even more in the anthropological form. Yes, they are opposite to each other. Ethnocentrism and cultural relativism are opposite to each other. Ethnocentrism is you judging others based on your religion. Cultural relativism is you are understanding not religion alone. Ethnocentrism is any culture, any ethnicity. Cultural relativism is you are relating yourself with their culture based on their own point of view. Okay, so you respect your mother. How do you understand? Someone respects their mother. How do you see it? Based on your respect towards your mother, right? So that is what is called as cultural relativism. You try to understand someone's culture based on their perspective. It's called as cultural relativism. You judge someone based on your culture is called as ethnocentrism. They are opposite to each other. Yes. Okay. Polarly opposite. Polar opposite. Okay. Yes. Anything else, guys, you want to ask me? Fine. So thank you so much. So we will meet in the next session. So think about all these, subscription details. And there is a new batch that started today, Jan 4th, very important because you only have 6 months for this examination. Fine. So thank you so much. Happy meeting you all. We'll come and meet you with more interesting and important concept in the next class, which is the continuation of religion. Okay. So have a nice